It's time for those DHI fanboys to come out of the woodworks. I see you. YouTube's favorite designer fragrance tournament continues. Number 4 versus number 97. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to Mark Madness. And let's see which fragrance is going to be YouTube's king of the designer game. The contestants today, numero 4, DHI. This is our first Christian Dior and not our last. There's tons of Diors between the Fahrenheit and Dior Homme lineup. We even got the Sauvage lineup. They're peppered in this lineup. So this is not the first. Well, it is the first, but it's not going to be the last. DHI doesn't matter which kind of formulation that you have. It's just DHI as is. Versus number 97, we're going back-to-back Paul Smith fragrances. Again, very underrated brand. Paul Smith's man's not doing very well right now against Pure Malt. And I kind of feel bad for the house of Paul Smith because they're going against some behemoths in our fragrance community. Paul Smith's Story. I like this one. It has an excellent packaging. The bottle itself has it's built like a book. It's got that green look to it because it's a vetiver-based fragrance. I love the whole package of this. Number 97, of course, Paul Smith's Story. At the end of this video, we are not going to know the winner of the Pure Malt versus Paul Smith Man. That's going to be in my next one of this bracket just because I'm shooting this video prior to voting not being done. But Paul Smith's Man is getting destroyed by Pure Malt. And I think we might see another Paul Smith fragrance getting destroyed here. That's my thoughts. I don't know what the community is going to do, but DHI is pretty popular. So these are both in, of course, the BFL bracket. Brooklyn Fragrance Lovers doing his thing on YouTube. His link is down below. I salute you, kind sir. Somebody that I absolutely respect in this fragrance game. So this is our first look at the Brooklyn Fragrance Lover bracket. It has DHI, it has La Nuit de l'Homme, it has Bleu de Chanel, it has Dior by Sauvage, it has Code Profumo in that bracket. That bracket's loaded with gems from the fragrance community. I believe the second and third round of that bracket's going to be a bloodbath. So let's take a look at the contestants. And as always, we always go with the underdog, and that is Paul Smith's Story. Let's take a sniff at it. I want to remind myself of this introduction. I do recall that I broke the atomizer on this fragrance, as you can hear there. So I have to be very, very gentle with my bottle. I probably need to decant this into something else, but either way, she still works. It's just she's loose. Oh yeah, that vetiver, so clean. Paul Smith's Story is very much a workday scent. It just smells like an office day scent. Very much, yeah, very, very nicely done. The nose behind this, Natalie Graciaseto. Vetiver based, very clean yet very much earthy. It shows that greenness of the vetiver root. Green citruses with some florals too, more in the backbone. It has average longevity and projection. I wouldn't say it's a big performer, nothing crazy here. This is your typical going to work scent, nothing too crazy, easy to wear, easy to throw on, daily wear scent, perfect for spring, fall, at work. Yeah. It's a nice one from Paul Smith. Now let's take a look at numero 4, DHI. This is not my silver stem one. Can you imagine? I do have 3 bottles of this stuff. It's the only fragrance that I actually have that many bottles of for some reason. So let's sniff this one out, and DHI is gorgeous. There's some sexiness on this fragrance. I really did, last head-to-head, I was talking about Pure Malt as one of the better flankers in the men's game, pretty much surpassing the original in popularity. DHI does the same here. It really is, as far as popularity goes, this thing crushes Dior Homme. Arguably one of the better flankers in the men's game, in the designer game. That and pure malt can maybe have the crown. We'll see. Longevity and projection, both high on this fragrance. Excellent blend of iris, very buttery, perfect in my opinion, with some lavender. There's other notes depending on which batch we're talking about, but basically it has amazing darker tone to the original Dior Homme sexiness in a bottle. It has some great depth to this fragrance. Made for fall, made for winter. It's great for a night out, and it is amazing for being dressed up. DHI is absolutely gorgeous as a fragrance. I know I'm really selling this one, but it's number 4 for a reason. So if you're new to this whole thing, rules are simple. I present to you 2 scents. They go head to head in this video as they are right now. The loser bows out. We never hear from it again in this type of matchup. Winner moves on to the next round. Very simple. There is a 24-hour clock that runs from the moment this is published on YouTube. So if you do pass that 24-hour mark, your vote doesn't count, and the winners already has been chosen. How do they win? You, the subscribers, you vote for one of the 2 scents shown. Any vote that is not clear will not count to the final tally. Pretty straightforward. One thing that I have noticed is when fragrances seem like they're kicking butt and taking names, people stop voting. So just continue to vote and show your support to either one of your fragrances, even though you're clicking on the video and you're like, oh, geez, DHI is going to kill Paul Smith's story. Just add another vote to DHI. I just want to see how many people really do appreciate these scents. It would be nice to see the real votes. So there is also PDFs down below in the description if you do want to follow. All the brackets are there, so you're actually going to see which ones are coming up next, things like that. And you can follow along if you wish to do so. You can print those PDFs if you wish to do so. And as I said earlier, there is no results for the previous one because another Paul Smith fragrance is going against, Paul Smith Man is going against pure malt right now. And the timer is not done yet. The 24-hour clock has not been finished. So I will not announce that winner. On the next one, I will. So again, thank you so much. And don't forget to press like. I see that there's a whole bunch of comments. Press like, baby. Press like. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.